Hi Internet, my name is Anna. I'm a student here at King's, and if you follow me, we're going to take a look at my room in Alex Hall. This is where I live, and this is my beautiful and talented and smart and gorgeous roommate Elspeth. She is from Victoria. I'm from Ottawa. This is my fish Snooky, named after the incredibly talented reality TV show character, who I actually have not fed today. This is my little Scotty bear from back home. If I'm ever missing home, he's always there to support me. These are play programs from every play that I've ever seen, I think, or the good ones at least. Residence is phenomenal, and that we all became a family very, very quickly. If we walk down the hall, you'll notice that everyone's door is open.
This is the Bay style of residence building at King's, based on the old Oxford model. Within the Bay rooms, what we're dealing with is what we call a shared single room, which means essentially that I have a single room with my own space, and I share a door to the hallway with my roommate, who also has a single room with his own space. Living in a Bay actually is a lot like living in a sitcom. If one person leaves your room, chances are two are going to enter, and it's just sort of like Kramer barging in all the time. We leave our doors open. It's a really friendly environment. Up here I have my fake fruit collection. This is fruit gathered from our decorations that we had for the Dante party. They should have ended up in paradise, and instead they ended up on my bookshelf. Being from out of province, I wanted to kind of carve out my own little space on the East Coast. So being able to have, you know, this space, that everything in this space is just mine, is sort of comforting, being out here in Nova Scotia.
I was extremely nervous, probably terrified to be moving away from home and to be living in residence, because I had really never done something like that before. A lot of people had had experiences with camp or traveling alone, and I had never had that. So I moved in to Chapel Bay. I made friends right away, and everyone's in the same boat. I mean, people say they're confident coming into residence and thinking, oh, this will be no big deal for me. But I think everyone is a little bit scared and uneasy. And I talked to people after, and I found out, oh, no one slept well the first night.
You know, I always say to students that living in community is going to stretch you in more ways than you realize.
My roommate and I were like perfectly matched. I just saw him on the way over here. When we first met and started talking about stuff like, oh yeah, my interests are in theater, blah, 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 we ended up finding out we were both in the same play, the Laramie Project. Not only were we in the same play, but we were the exact same character, which was like bizarre to find out. And I was like, I loved telling that story too, because it's just so amazing the way that they really put detail into choosing who you'll be rooming with, because it is important, and the community is so intimate here that that's gonna make or break sometimes your experience. And it's, for me, it was totally made. Scott and I are great friends to this day, and it was a lot of fun.
I mean, you just sort of fall in love with those guys, right? I mean, you live with them. It's kind of like a sleepover every day, right? And you just hang out. You wake up with them. You go to sleep with them.
You cannot escape these people in the best possible way.